Hey guys, thanks for joining me again for Storytime this week. Easter is in just a few days, so we are going to be reading a classic Easter tale today, and this is Peter Cottontail by Amanda Stevens. Easter was always the best day of the year in Green Valley. That was the day Peter Cottontail came to town. "Higgledy piggledy, here I am," Peter would always say. Every year, Peter brought Easter baskets filled with bright, beautifully colored eggs and sweet, yummy candies. There was a basket for each of the children. "Higgledy piggledy, happy Easter," Peter would shout as he hopped from house to house. On Easter morning, the mommies would parade in their new Easter bonnets. The children would munch on their Easter candy. In Green Valley, every Easter was exactly the same as the one before. Until one year, on the day before Easter. Ooh, what do you think is gonna happen? Wily Wolf decided there would be no more Easter fun in Green Valley. "Those bunnies make such a big deal out of Easter," Wily grumbled to himself. "They sing and they dance and they feast, and they never invite me. Well, I'll show them. Peter Cottontail won't be giving out any Easter eggs this year." Then Wily hid behind a tree and waited for Peter to come hopping by. Uh-oh. Doesn't sound like Wily Wolf is very nice, does it? It wasn't long before Peter Cottontail appeared at the top of the hill. As soon as Wily spotted the happy rabbit, he let out a loud, ferocious roar. That roar sure scared Peter. He dropped all of his eggs. Quick as a wink, Wily scooped up the eggs and ran into the forest. On his way, he hid each and every egg. Wily wanted to make sure no one would find them. The next morning, when the children awoke, there were no colored eggs anywhere. There were no jelly beans. There wasn't a chocolate bunny to be found. "Oh dear," cried the littlest bunny. "Peter Cottontail has forgotten all about Easter." Of course, Peter Cottontail had not forgotten about Easter at all. He was out searching for his missing Easter eggs. "This is higgledy-piggledy horrible," Peter said sadly to himself as he hopped along. Do you think he'll be able to find his eggs? Just then, Peter heard somebody singing in a rough, gruff voice. "I've got the eggs so folks won't be full of laughs and cheer. Without the sweets and yummy treats, there will be no Easter this year." Uh-oh. "So that's it," Peter said to himself. "Wily doesn't have the Easter spirit. Well, I can fix that, or my name isn't Peter Cottontail, which is higgledy-piggledy most certainly is." Peter hopped back to Green Valley and told everyone what he had discovered. "Wily Wolf has stolen all of our eggs," Peter said, "but that does not stop us from having an Easter party. We can still sing songs and dance and feast on delicious foods." As the other bunnies hopped off to start the party, the littlest bunny said, "I knew Peter Cottontail could never forget about Easter." Peter did not go with the other rabbits. Instead, he hurried off in search of Wally Wolf. That was a very brave thing to do, especially since wolves are not usually very nice to rabbits. When Peter arrived at Wally's house, he called, "Wally Wolf, you come out here." Wally came out with a big smile on his face. "What are you doing here?" he asked Peter. "I thought you would be off having a big Easter party. But I see you have no Easter eggs. I guess that means Easter is canceled." "Not at all, Wally," Peter said sweetly. "But it would be a nicer Easter for everyone if you would just give me back the eggs you stole." Think Wally's gonna listen to him? Let's see. "There are no eggs here," Wally grinned. "See for yourself." Peter looked around him. All he saw was an empty basket. Peter couldn't understand how that could be. Just then the littlest bunny came hopping up behind Peter. "Hey Peter, look what I found!" In his paw was a beautiful Easter egg. "Me too! I found one too!" shouted another little bunny. "It was hidden under that rock over there." "So that's what you did with the eggs," Peter said to Wally. "Well, since you hid the eggs, you can help us find them. Come on, everyone, let's hunt for Easter eggs." Do you all like hunting for Easter eggs? One of my favorite parts. So Wally joined the Easter egg hunt, and he had a very good time. "I like Easter," Wally smiled, "and I love Easter egg hunts. This is the best Easter I've ever had." And all the animals in Green Valley agreed. In fact, Peter Cottontail decided to hold an Easter egg hunt every single year. Higgledy-piggledy, hooray! Everyone cheered. The end. Alright guys, so for our craft this week, we are going to decorate our own eggs. So if you stop by the library and go to the children's desk, you can get a free styrofoam egg and some jewels to decorate with. Here's a couple that I made up earlier. I've got all my jewels on there so it's nice and sparkly. And I've got that one. So whether you stop by and pick up some eggs from the library or decide to decorate your own, be sure to leave pictures down below so we can see them. I hope you all have a happy Easter, and I'll see you back for Storytime next week.